Hey, welcome back to season 4. This is Dan. You're in the No Comfort Zone. Today, we're going to be talking about health, we're going to be talking about wealth, and we're going to be talking about relationships, the big three. Hope you enjoy the show.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Hey, welcome back. It's actually back in the No Comfort Zone with your host, Dan Brzezowski. I wanted to welcome you back to the program. So as I mentioned, today we're going to be talking about health, wealth, and relationships and how they all kind of tie together. Some of the marketing plans that are out there are telling me, stay focused in one area, stay in one niche. If you're going to talk about health and fitness, be the health and fitness expert. If you're going to talk about wealth, then be the financial expert. And if you're going to talk about relationships, then be that relationship coach. But I can't do that. I'm living my life right now the way that I know the best way to live it. And the best way that I know to live it is to have all of these three things working at one time. For example, if I talk about the blueprint, I'm currently going through the No Comfort Zone process myself right now. What I've discovered is that by doing all of these technically at once creates a greater good. And what I mean by creating a greater good, I'm going to reference somebody that I just got a message back from, that somebody that I definitely have worked with who is, looking at all three of these things and working in all three of these areas. And by no way, shape, or form am I saying I'm the life coach, because my life is not perfect in any way, shape, or form. I'm just trying to make it better. I'm making the attempt to try to have a better life. And I know that by pursuing this line of thinking and taking the necessary activities to become that ideal version of myself, which, by the way, I will never be, as Matt McConaughey says. I'm going to keep striving to be that person, but I'm enjoying the process of seeing who I'm growing into with intention and with purpose. And that's what this is all about. Person referenced to me today is that, basically, congratulations, you're a great coach. That's pretty cool. And I should be getting paid a lot of money for doing the things that I do, which I thought was awesome as well. But the reason is because that financial goal of being debt-free happened for that first person today. It's really simple. Become aware of where you're at with your finances, with your health, with your relationships. Gauge it. And if you don't know how to do that, I can help you scale it. Go to launchwithdan.com. How do you quantify relationship, finances, and health? How do you do those things? It's simple when you know how to do it. So go to launchwithdan.com, get on my calendar, and I'll call you, and we'll have a quick conversation. I'll explain it to you how it goes, and then what I'm going to do is offer to see if you want to work more on the blueprint so that I can help you achieve the goals, your hopes, your dreams, and your ambitions that you're looking for. This person's goal was to, step one, I got to get out of debt. I don't like being a prisoner to debt, and none of us do. Now, I said health, wealth, and relationships, right? What if you have no more debt in your life? How great would that feel? There's a plan for that. You can actually do that, and I can show you how to do it in your current budget right now. I've done it for myself multiple times. Now that you're debt-free, it's going to change the quality of your life, and if it changes the quality of your life, you're going to feel a little bit better about yourself. It's going to tie into your personal fitness and your personal goals because you have less stress, and when you're less stressed, you're healthier. See how that works? Now, if you have no debt in your life and you're less stressed and you're feeling a little bit better. And now how is that going to be when you enter into that relationship? Which person are you going to be in that relationship? You're going to be the best version of yourself at that point. And if you put some intention into those spaces, wait for it. If you decide I'm going to take action into those space, now that I'm actually debt free with that money that I used to bring my debt down, what am I going to do with it? You might want to invest it. This person mentioned they want to get involved in real estate. I referenced a few areas because I'm not a real estate expert. I don't know enough about real estate, but I've definitely worked with 3 people that know. They're high up there in the real estate world and they know a lot about it. And that's what I referenced. I connected that person with those people. And that's really what it comes down to too, is the connections that you have when you start to evolve into that better version of yourself. Now, listen, I know I'm kind of all over the place in this podcast and it's going a bunch of different places, but bear with me. A person wanted to get out of debt. Now they're out of debt, going from A to B, getting unstuck. I'm in debt. I feel miserable. I feel like a prisoner. I want to get out of it. They're out of debt. And that was a very short time period for that person. Kind of blew me away at the level of activity and intention they put into that space of becoming debt free. Some people out there might say that you don't want to focus on debt because you're going to draw more into it. But this person's idea was, I want to get to zero. I want to get to zero where I don't have to write credit cards, companies, my paychecks anymore. I don't have to pay them anymore. I want to be done with them. Either way, that person got to the result. Now it's the next question is where do you want to invest that money? And real estate is the space that we're going. And now there's a whole plan of action in that space. And the blueprint is what you can reference. The AIDA, the RPMs, the KAS, the 4Es, the momentum cycle. That's the blueprint right there. And again, if you want to know more about it, go to launchwithdan.com. I'm in my no comfort zone right now. So I'm working on acquiring a few things. I'm also working on investing in a few assets, and I'm also working on my personal fitness right now. Yesterday was brutal for me. The cardio, the crunches, the core work, it was brutal. My son asked me, what were you doing downstairs? And I was like, yeah, those were called sit-ups. Yeah, it was brutal. Like I said before, I got myself to a point, I let myself go. So now I'm focusing on living a better lifestyle, eating better, but I'm also focused on working out, exercising very intensely and keeping my heart rate at a certain point. And it's been a challenge so far, but I'm doing it every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. And I'll get to my goal in the end. And that's what I want for you. If you know where you're at in your life and you know where you want to go, isn't it time right now to make that commitment to you to start moving forward in your life and becoming that person? How great would it feel tomorrow to say that you're debt free? How great would it be to say that, you know what, I have a plan and I'm going to follow that plan today to become debt free? How great would it feel to say, you know what, I'm basically 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight and I want to lose that weight and I want to lose it for good. And I'm going to start that today. I'm going to put a plan together. It's so exciting to start that process of, you know what, where could I go with my life? Where could I be? And then also in my relationships, if you don't have the relationships you're looking for, which you do, by the way, but if you don't have those relationships, then work on them. And if you're in a bad relationship, and if you know you're in a bad relationship, get out. But more importantly, when you think about this and you look at the big picture of things, are you whole? Are you whole? Are you the person that you really, truly want to be? And if not, let's start working together so you can become that ideal version of yourself. And you go to the blueprint, launchwithdan.com. So as far as being financially independent, that person's not there yet, but they've taken a big step in that direction. And now they're starting to draw on the opportunities for them to think about, well, I could do this. I could invest in this. I could be that person. And how would that look 5 years from now if you stay on that plan? Man, over the next 90 days, how would that look? I wish that for you. And listen, I'm glad you keep coming back to the show. Welcome to season 4. As we wrap this up, I appreciate the likes, the ratings, and the reviews. I really do hope that you find yourself in a position today where you kind of look around and you're grateful for the things that you have in your life. You look around and you realize that how blessed you actually are. And for the most part, I want you to know this, that if there's things that you want to change in your life, you can definitely change them. And if you can't change them, at least you can change your outlook. And that's why every day when I do this podcast and I send it out to you, I close it with the same thing as I'll do right now. Today is the day that you get out of your comfort zone and you live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.